So in this video I would like to talk to you a little bit about health risks and food safety of edible insects. A lot of this has been written in the last few weeks and months here in Europe. Now today is October, 1st of October 2015. We have reports from Belgium, Holland, France, England, and also the European Commission is working on that theme. But there's another fact that we could discuss here. What is about people who straight go into a pet shop, buy their edible insects there and prepare them for a meal for themselves or for friends? How risky is that? I asked this to veterinary medicine experts in Switzerland and to the food regulation agency in Switzerland also, and I will present the answer in short in some minutes. But first we have to say, if you want to eat insects, first you have to know which insects are good for human consumption. There's a huge list of the FAO with around 2,000 species on it, so that's a good source for knowledge about which insects have been eaten already a long time by humans. The other thing is how to prepare them. This is clear through all of these recommendations in the reports. You should first heat them in water about 10 minutes to 15 minutes in boiling water. Then after that you can fry them, prepare them, or deep freeze them to store them for a next meal, so that they are hygienically clean. So it means that there are no microbes anymore living in or on the insect. But is this already healthy? Because to say it in a little bit drastic way, if you sterilize dog shit, it's still dog shit, and we have to rethink our concept of hygienic processes a little bit, because we have to not only think whether something is sterile, but also think about, but what is it inside? And this is the discussion we're going to start now. But first I want to show you a little report from a Swiss TV station. It's a small regional TV station that wanted to make a catchy little report about eating insects.
Herzige kleine Tierchen wollen wir heute den Leuten zum Essen geben. In einer Tierhandlung kaufen wir Mehlwürmer, Grillen und Heugümper. Zuerst lassen wir die Insekten aber noch fein zubereiten. Beim Varatan in seinem Restaurant Zursee.
Das ist normal, aber da probieren wir mal alles, oder?
Im Bierteig frittiert oder als Beilage auf einer Omelette. Insekten passen auf alles. Und auch der Koch ist zufrieden.
Wie schmeckt's? Sehr fein. Knusperig.
Jetzt geht's ans Eingemachte. Würdet ihr so etwas probieren?
Nein.
Warum?
Es gruselt mich zu fest.
Und wie schmeckt das Grillen im Bierteig?
Normal. Also Grillen schmeckt mir wenig aus. Ich weiss nicht, wie Grillen schmeckt, aber...
Nein, ich möchte lieber nicht trotzdem. Vielleicht im Neujahr.
No, I don't like it. Sorry.
Wenigstens noch ein Tipp, hä? Noch nichts. Also definitiv noch nichts.
Kassensortier. Ich würde das nie essen.
Mit Bombschips.
Schmecken tut's also nicht schlecht. Aber so ein proteinhaltiges Menü in einem Restaurant bestellen?
Nein, ich glaube nicht.
Warum?
Ich weiß nicht. Das wäre einfach nicht so restauranttauglich irgendwie.
Vielleicht so mit einem speziellen Menü dazu schon, aber jetzt nur das vielleicht nicht.
Fazit, die meisten finden Insekten gar nicht einmal so schlecht. Ob es in den Schweizer Restaurants aber gleich so aussieht wie beim Varatan heute, das ist eher unwahrscheinlich.
Once again, eating animals from the pet food shop. Is that a good idea? I also asked Paul van Tomme from the FAO. Here's his answer.
This is a problem. It shouldn't be done. Let's say you should only take insects from an insect producer that produces for human consumption. So in the Netherlands we have 3 companies that were producing for pet food, but they set aside special production lines in which there is traceability, track and tracing system. They have hygiene, more hygiene. So they have self-imposed protocols to make sure if something goes wrong that we can find out why. And so in the Netherlands, as I said, we have 500 outlets, but that's taken from a company that's specially producing for human consumption.
Is there a special label for that? How can a consumer be sure it's under a regulation while regulation is not yet allowed but only tolerated?
Yeah, well, if it is a big supermarket chain, you can be sure that it is okay. But I would not go to, let's say, a shop where you can also buy a rod, for angling. I wouldn't do that. I would really go or buy on internet. There are also companies that sell them on internet and which are reliable. So, how good is this idea to go into a pet food store, buy some insect, let it prepare, buy a cook, present it to people on the street? How risky is that? I asked the same thing to the veterinary medicine. They just say if they are sterilized, I don't see a risk for people. That was the answer in short from the veterinary side. But as I already said, the example with dog shit, you can remember what I think about this. Not only sterile things are good for people, but you can sterilize also very harmful things that are not good for people. And the other answer came from the Food Regulation Agency in Switzerland. They said more or less, yeah, that's not our thing. If you want to eat poisonous fruits, it's not in the responsibility of us. We can only say which things that can be eaten safely in Switzerland. That's what we can regulate. The other thing, everybody has to be responsible himself. And my question, of course, was going to the point, but who is telling the people that they should pay attention how to eat edible insects as long as they are not regulated as food? And for that, I didn't get any answer at the moment. But I can give you an idea what you can do if you're interested in eating edible insects. First is you can go to a pet shop, but buy this book about how to rear and breed your pet food insect yourself, because there are very good recipes for the rearing of this insect in a lot of books about reptiles and whatever animals that are eating insects. Here, Tenebrio molitor, you see it's written in detail how you can rear and breed them. And of course you can buy the stock animals from the pet shops. That's Tenebrio molitor adults here. One is crawling around here, the other one is hiding there. And you can produce your own mealworms at home. So that would be a good idea also to get to know these animals that you are trying to eat afterwards. Mealworms, of course, crickets also. They are not very complicated to breed, but you need some foodstuff for them. And here you see them underneath this. Crickets. But, of course, you can also breed and rear the most beautiful of all food insects. These are mostly mosses and butterflies. This is the silk moss airy, silk moss from originally Assam, India, where it's produced in thousands of tons and also eaten in thousands of tons, especially pupas and pre-pupa caterpillars. You can easily grow them. There's a huge playlist here in the Skyfood channel where you can learn how to rear them. These are the caterpillars here. Salmiaricini,
and you can also rear and breed probably one of the biggest of all the silk mosses in the world, Onterea perni, the Chinese silk moss. This one is also edible, but first, of course, you wait until they spin their Tussa silk cocoon, and also, of course, if you like, you can start breeding Bombix mori, the famous mulberry silk moss, but for that you have to plant a mulberry tree or 2 or 3 next to your garden tool shack. You see, it's easy to rear and breed your own edible insect, and not only that, it's also fun to do so, and it's interesting to get to know and to come closer to these animals that we're eating every day. So also probably this starts you thinking about, do you really want to eat them or not, or would it be the better solution to try out vegetarianism or veganism for the benefit of the whole world and the biodiversity on planet Earth. Thanks for watching.